Why did I start a YouTube channel? Let's talk a little bit about that. Hey guys, welcome back to Tipharot. It's me, Matt here, and today I'm going to be talking about why I started my YouTube channel. Now, I've gone through this story a bit before, but I want to talk specifically about the reason that I went for a YouTube channel, not just why I started up Tipharot in the first place. So some of you already know that when I got into self-improvement and stuff, I wanted to teach, and I wanted to teach self-improvement. So that was why I started Tipharot. But why did I go down the route of YouTube? You see, the route of YouTube was actually something I chose later on. I knew I wanted to teach, but primarily I thought I was going to do this by books and such. And in fact, the ebook that I actually sell here is actually an ebook that I wrote before I even started this channel. I actually wrote it a couple of weeks earlier. And that was when it was finished, and it wasn't until after the channel came out that I actually had anywhere to actually, market it, since I wasn't, aware of how to use stuff like Amazon and that for marketing ebooks at the time. But anyway, so I had this idea, and I'd just written the ebook, and I knew that teaching self-development was going to be something that I did. I didn't really know what medium I was going to use. Now, I had considered YouTube before, but I kind of didn't really think too much on it. I wasn't sure how well I would handle being in front of a camera, because I am someone with social anxiety, and I'm not always the best when I'm say on audio or on camera or that kind of thing, or that's what I thought before, although now I handle it comfortably. I wasn't sure how I would handle stuff like SEO, in other words search engine optimization, which is getting videos to be found in search and that, and honestly I handled that stuff very terribly with this channel. For the longest time, all of my videos were just ideas that came into my head, and I didn't focus on making videos that were highly searchable, that people were actually looking for. Now I've changed it up, and you might notice that if you look at, say, my videos from a couple of months ago, and then you look at, say, the last, 10, 20 videos on my channel, the last, most recent ones are all stuff that can be found when you actually search for specific things. And the reason I'm going down that route is because things that people are searching for are things that people want answers for. So I'm actually able to provide that value when I target those things. It also means I get more people finding the channel, because when they type in that thing, up comes the video, and they can find it without me having to go around and share my video everywhere. So, I wasn't sure how well I would do with that, rightfully so. I wasn't sure about a lot of things at the time, and so I kind of, put it to the back of my mind. Anyway, I was sitting around one day, and I had just done my morning yoga, because I was doing yoga every morning at the time, and I'd finished that, and I was watching InfiniteWaters. Some of you may know him, Ralph Smart. He has a really great channel, and if you haven't seen it before, I highly recommend checking it out. I'll put a link to it there somewhere. Anyway, I was watching his channel, and I noticed one of his videos was called, I can't even remember the name of it now, but it was something similar to this. It was why he started YouTube, or should you start a YouTube channel? And I clicked on it, and I listened to him speak, and he talked about how actually helping other people and giving something back and creating for other people is, a really positive thing and feels really good. And I just got the vibe of what he was saying. I understood exactly what he meant, and that was what I wanted to do. And something about it just clicked with me, and I was like, right, this is the medium that I'm going to use to teach people. YouTube is going to be the medium through which I teach. So I think it was the very next day or the day after that, I ended up ordering a microphone, what is it called? It's the Samson Meteor. If you're wondering why I looked over there, it's because I've actually got the box of it still. Yeah, it's a Samson Meteor mic. It's not a particularly expensive mic, but I had seen, some audio tests of it, and it seemed to be roughly comparable to the Blue Yeti, which is the kind of standard that a lot of people bought when they were buying microphones for YouTube. So I got that, and I didn't have anything else. I didn't have a camera. I was terrible at using editing software. And so I just came up with my first video, my lucid dreaming video, which now has the most views out of anything on my channel, like in the 70,000 range. And I just started. See, that was the key, is that I just started on it. The minute that I got that idea, I got that inspiration from InfiniteWaters, I went ahead and I started right away. And that was a really important thing, because when you have an idea like that, you really do have to start. It doesn't matter if you haven't got all the resources or all the skill, because you're going to improve as you go along, and there's things that you're not going to know coming into it anyway, and so you're going to have to learn from your mistakes and from, just going through the process, essentially. So why I started was more or less the fact that I wanted to get into it before, and I'd seen this inspiration for me, and what I really wanted to do was to actually be able to, share with a wider audience. I didn't just want to, get a few people that I could teach. I wanted to be able to teach people from all over the world. I wanted to be able to share my messages, and I also wanted to be able to get feedback from all over the world, because, there's something about a two-way, teacher-student relationship when you can actually teach someone something and they can give you feedback and they can say, their own ideas, and you can learn from them as well, or they can share, ideas for future videos, stuff like that. And, I wanted to create a little community of people that want to improve themselves just like I do, of people that are helping each other, positive, like-minded people. And I've seen that already from the comments. There's a lot of really positive people who've signed up and subscribed to this channel and are commenting on the videos, liking the videos, watching the videos. And so I'm really happy with my decision to start a YouTube channel. It was something that was very spontaneous, but I'm glad I did it. And if you're thinking about starting your own YouTube channel, I highly suggest it. I don't suggest doing it if you're, just trying to become famous or become wealthy. YouTube itself doesn't pay particularly well. You get about $1 per 1,000 views. You can do other things as well, which is why I have, for example, an ebook and a course, so I can actually make a little bit of money on the side with this. But if you're actually looking to use YouTube primarily as a means to make money, you might be a little bit disappointed. It's a good, way to perhaps get an audience for your product or whatever, but you shouldn't have that as your main focus. Your focus should be on what you're giving to the other person, and if you make some money while you're doing that, then great. As for the whole getting famous thing, your success on YouTube is dependent on how hard you work at it. You're going to have to work at it for a long time and get really good at all optimization and, spreading your channel and actually getting new people to come and subscribe. I feel, for me personally, I did pretty well so far, and I'm only just over 1,000 subscribers. Other people that have been more successful have got, 50,000 subscribers in the same time my channel has been around. But even for them, YouTube still isn't at the point where they're, famous or that well known or anything. So you have to realise that it's going to take you years to get to that level, if you ever get there at all. So that shouldn't be your priority. Let that be a side effect. If you make a really amazing channel and you help lots of people and you're awesome and everyone enjoys the content that you provide, then maybe as a side effect of that you will make some money, you will get some exposure in that. But don't go into YouTube with that as your goal. Go in with the goal of helping people, of creating great content, of meeting awesome people in the comments and that, and of having fun, because that's most of all what it has to be. You have to go into YouTube to have fun, because it really is fun making these videos. I really enjoy it because it gets me thinking about subjects that perhaps I wouldn't think about as much if I wasn't talking to you guys about them. And I get new perspectives from what you guys say, and it motivates me as well, because I know that, by doing this I can potentially help other people, and so it motivates me to learn new things for the purpose of teaching you guys them as well. And there's a lot of benefit that's come to me from doing this, so I do highly suggest considering it if you've been thinking about the idea. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, remember to subscribe up there, because we've got regular videos that come out multiple times a week. If you like the video, leave a thumbs up, and if you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want to keep watching, then check out the video that's linked on screen. Take care, guys.